attention, especially in these pressing times. Just hours ago, we have just received word that the national alert system has been triggered as worshipers run for cover at the Western Wall as Hamas fires a fresh rocket barrage at Jerusalem. Now, we have never been this close to escalating into a World War III situation. In fact, this isn't, this isn't the first time, honestly, but this isn't even in the half of it. It is crucial to heed the warnings. It is crucial to heed the alarming news that has just recently surfaced. In fact, this warning pertains to a perilous ailment lacking a cure, potentially proving fatal, and the ability to spread globally. It is of the utmost importance that we engage in a discussion to stay informed, guys. And, I understand that there's numerous pressing issues on our plates right now, such as the ongoing pneumonia outbreak in China. You've got the potential challenges posed by this new hypersonic missile, the global threats from Iran, and of course, the domestic concerns leading to significant changes in Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and other benefits. Meanwhile, United States Congress continues to allocate substantial funds to be sent not to us, but overseas. Now, and speaking of overseas, as a matter of fact, I was genuinely hoping that this horrendous situation over in Israel had died down, but unfortunately, just hours ago, breaking news has been released. Worshippers run for cover at Western Wall as Hamas fires fresh rocket barrage at Jerusalem. In fact, guys, it appeared to be one of the biggest rocket attacks on Israel capital in weeks. Have you guys heard anything about this? By the way, if you guys are able to hear me and see me, just please let me know in the comments if you're able to hear and see me okay. And if you could just take a second, drop a like for the video. I would really, really appreciate that. So just hours ago, guys, Israel said Hamas, and I'm going to leave links for these articles I'm going to leave a link for this article on my Twitter page because there are keywords in this article that I can't say on this platform without being censored, potentially demonetized. So I don't want to risk that. But I will leave a link for you guys in the description of this video so that you can reference this and follow along if you choose to do so. So let me go ahead and put this link on my Twitter right now. So here's one link. I'll go ahead and link the other ones in a second. But anyway, so what we're looking at here is one of the biggest attacks that we've seen in Israel in a while. So Israel said that Hamas fired its barrage of rockets at Jerusalem in months. The first barrage of rockets at Jerusalem in months on Friday, which is today, spurring worshipers at the ancient city's famed Western Hall to scramble for cover. A frantic scene at the holy site that was caught on video. Now, guys, I'm just reading the news. I'm not injecting my own personal opinion on this at all. I'm just sharing with you guys the information that I've received. I wish this whole horrible, horrific scene would just hurry up and come to an end, but it's clearly ongoing at the moment. In footage posted on Twitter, an Israel news outlet, you can see that crowds are like running to shelter as air raid sirens are sounded in the distance. Quote, I'm just quoting here. Hamas just fired rockets at Jerusalem, triggering the red alert siren on the Temple Mount, including the Al-Aqsa Mosque. There's some additional details here. It says that Friday's alarms warned of the first rocket attacks reported in Jerusalem since late October, according to the BBC. And but then we got word from CNN here just an hour and 48 minutes ago, which says that what we know so far about Israel's efforts to flood Hamas tunnels in Gaza 7 weeks into Israel's ground operation in Gaza. One of the key challenges facing the Israeli military is the labyrinth of Hamas tunnels that it says spans the entirety of the Strip. In an effort to destroy the underground network, Israel has begun flooding some of Gaza's tunnels with seawater. This is according to U.S. officials. Now, Uh, if this is successful, flooding could be ramped up to degrade the tunnel network on a larger scale. This is what was recently reported from CNN here. Now, I know there's varying opinions on the situation. It's awful all the way around. Let's just be honest here. And I'm trying to get to you guys in the comments. You guys are just, I get it, guys. I really do. But the simple fact of the matter is that we don't have any control over this. And sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. So Linda Telly, God be with the people being hurt by the senseless war. We've got the WHO in here. Thank you for checking on me. I just had surgery not too long ago, so that's what's going on. I had surgery on last week. Anyway, I don't remember the exact day. So anyway, Jeremy Ryder, finally caught you live out here in the Heartland. Was that Illinois? Awesome. Thank you for joining. Claire Guzman, thank you for all you do as well. Tammy Johnson, nice to see and hear you as well. So yeah, guys, the situation's ongoing. It's escalating, and I don't see an end to this thing in sight, unfortunately. CNN goes on to say that the method, however, with the flooding of the Hamas tunnels in Gaza, it's difficult and controversial. Even if implemented with sufficient amounts of water at high enough pressure, it may prove only partially successful. It also risks contaminating freshwater supplies and damaging whatever infrastructure remains on the surface. So we here at home in the United States are concerned about our own infrastructure, water, electricity being hacked by cyber attacks and whatnot. But evidently, we're not the only country facing concerns about the security and the safety of our infrastructure. For the Israeli government, it also risks killing hostages that could very well be held by Hamas in Gaza, many of whom are believed to be underground. So the flooding of the Hamas tunnels in Gaza may not necessarily be the wisest option, nor is it guaranteed to, eliminate everyone who happens to be in the tunnels as they are intending. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you think that they should flood the tunnels and, attempt to evacuate everyone that's in there, even the hostages? Let me know you guys' thoughts on that. If you think that they should proceed and try to go ahead and flood out the tunnels or not. Yeah, so kind of wild, guys. But let's kind of dive in a little bit into the concerning health matters known as this chronic wasting disease, also known as a CWD, also known as zombie deer disease. Have you guys heard of this? Now, this disease, it affects deers, or technically deer is the plural version of deer. Anyway, it's causing severe symptoms like drooling and immobility, potentially posing risks to both deer and humans. Now, anytime you have a disease that affects both animals and humans, you got to wonder what's really going on with that. Generally speaking, diseases will not cross species in terms of the ability to affect multiple species at one time. So this is a little bit alarming. Now, this disease affects deers, causing severe symptoms like drooling, immobility, potentially posing risks to both deer and humans. Now, additionally, there is a noteworthy health issue that is also existing called listeria. Now, listeria is not new, but it is spreading across multiple states. It does have the potential to spread nationwide, globally. But specifically, of the states that it's spreading quickly in is the state of Florida. And the CDC is urging everyone to stay safe. And I'm just here to relay this information for you guys' awareness. You guys share a lot of information with me. You keep me up to speed. I can't be everywhere, and I really appreciate you guys. And by the way, I just want to say you're welcome to all of the people who have thanked me for the home warranties. And if you haven't already, you can definitely check out, you can definitely get your free home warranty quote. There is a link in the description down below so that you can protect your home, your family, and never have to worry about these unexpected, very expensive home repairs again. We did it, and it's definitely one of the best things that we've done. So it takes about 10 seconds. So there's a link. I'll even pin it in the comments of this video. Get your free home warranty quote. Takes like 10 seconds, and thank me later. So anyway, this whole listeria disease is let's just add it to the list of problems that we have to worry about, right? So the CDC, they've issued recalls for fruits, peaches, nectarines, plums, all these different fruits that are generally nutritious for us. They have been linked to this outbreak. And it's essential that you share this information with your loved ones to make sure that everyone stays safe and informed and takes the necessary precautions, especially during this holiday season. There's going to be a lot of get-togethers, and we don't want anyone missing from the table. And we definitely don't want anyone with any type of, sickness or illness coming to the table and infecting other people. So let's try to all stay safe as best we can. Okay, guys? Now, symptoms of listeria could be fairly severe, particularly for vulnerable populations. It's usually like the opposite ends of the spectrum, right? It's like, the really young people and the really old people that are most susceptible to being impacted. And of course, people with weakened immune systems. You might experience stuff like fever, stomach aches, and other forms of distressing symptoms. So not a good sign, not a good look. And it's very crucial to spread awareness and to share this video with your friends and your loved ones to make sure everybody stays safe. Now, concerns have been raised about the CDC's guidelines for healthcare workers to protect themselves from listeria, among the many other things that these healthcare workers who were at one point considered, not necessary, basically essential workers. Almost forgot the term, essential workers. And it's funny how so many people are now expendable workers who were once essential workers, as they have now managed to automate different positions, but I digress. So anyway, some people are arguing that regular surgical masks may not be as effective as the N95 masks, heightening worries about the safety of healthcare professionals and their patients. Now, I certainly hope that they don't go take it too far and force everyone to wear masks again. How would you guys like to be forced to wear masks everywhere you go? Masks in the stores and whatnot. Masks to work, masks while you're driving, masks everywhere, right? Anyway, so, this is in the face of an approaching flu season and the ongoing pneumonia outbreak in China. So, it's definitely vital to be vigilant and to be prepared. I hope you feel better, man. I really appreciate you. Carrie Parks, thank you for confirming you can hear me. Margaret Alexander, yes, we should all stay prayed up. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, we got nearly 500 people in here. If you guys could drop a quick like if you haven't already, it only takes a second. I really appreciate that for the video. Let's get this message out to as many people as possible. When you hit a like button, it basically just tells YouTube that we should share this video out to more people. And that's basically all we're doing here, getting the information out. But listening to informed sources, maintaining proper hand hygiene, and following medical advice. These are all very simple yet effective measures so that we can protect ourselves and stay safe. And it's essential to stay connected with reliable information sources and critical updates with those that you guys care about. So, basically, this discussion extends to the escalating insurance premiums, particularly affecting Florida residents. So if listeria wasn't, bad enough for Florida residents are faced with escalating insurance premiums. People are getting mowed over, and landlords, in many cases, or at least many of the newer landlords, have been forced to sell their properties. Why? Because many landlords who have purchased real estate in the last 6 months were told that, hey, you can always refinance this loan. You can always refinance this investment, right? Well, what a lot of landlords, particularly in the state of Florida, ended up doing was betting on the uh, betting that the housing market bubble would continue to just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So what a lot of investors did was they signed up for commercial loans. They signed up for commercial adjustable rate mortgages. And when they did, many of them signed up at 6%. And they were told, many of them, that, oh, don't worry, you can always refinance in the future and lower your mortgage rate. Well, guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm not a fan of any type of adjustable rate mortgage. It's definitely not of adjustable rate mortgages, but I really don't like adjustable rate loans, period. But especially a mortgage, because the loan balance associated with that is generally so big that if your interest rate adjusts upward, oh, you could be potentially screwed and get to a point where you were once able to afford your mortgage payment, and then after a few upward interest rate adjustments, maybe you can no longer afford your home, and all of a sudden you get foreclosed on because you signed up for the wrong mortgage that basically allowed the mortgage payment to increase over time. Not a good look. And this is what a lot of home real estate investors are facing right now. In fact, we were interested in purchasing a property in Florida, and the mortgage company offered, or kind of try to persuade us into getting an adjustable rate mortgage. And I said, unless I'm smoking crack, I'm not signing that paper. So anyway, now we're approaching 7 and 8%. We're not approaching, we're in 7 and 8% mortgage interest rate environments right now. And so a lot of these real estate investors, landlords, are being forced to exit the properties because the properties are now losing them money every single month. They're not able to collect enough rent to cover their monthly expenses. And so this is a huge problem. And this is not just affecting landlords. This is affecting homeowners. A surge of over 300% in homeowners insurance costs over the last 5 years is literally forcing a lot of people to reconsider their living arrangements in the state of Florida, but not just Florida. States like New York, California, Texas, Georgia, Illinois. I mean, this is a statewide, countrywide situation. But the burden of the rising insurance premiums is only compounded by the state's susceptibility to hurricanes, and it's leaving a lot of residents with even fewer affordable options. So it's very concerning. It's very concerning. And the thing is, with inflation, expenses get higher, but your income just doesn't. I mean, unless you happen to be in one of those really high in demand fields, generally speaking, your income will not increase at the rate that inflation does. Holler if you guys hear me on that. The increasing reliance on the state-run Citizens Property Insurance Corporation, designed as a last resort, further highlights the challenges faced by Floridians. People are getting wiped out for more reasons than one. So imagine your mortgage. Imagine you got an adjustable rate mortgage, your mortgage increases. Then imagine during that time, because your home values have increased over the years, the county wants their money, so they're raising your property taxes, and the insurance companies are raising your premiums. Why? Because people all around you have been filing insurance claims. Hurricanes have come in, wiping out homes, people claiming that they need their roofs replaced. So all these insurance companies paying out these different insurance obligations to their policyholders. Meanwhile, the insurance company is saying, "Hey, we're going to have to raise these insurance rates," and so basically, mortgage rates are going up because interest rates are increasing on adjustable rate mortgages. Homeowners insurances are going up, property taxes are going up, and if you happen to be lucky enough to live in a neighborhood with an HOA, there's a lot of sarcasm in what I'm saying here. Those HOA fees in a lot of places are going up, especially if you happen to live in Florida in a condo. So I love Florida, but man, they got a lot of issues going on right now. If you guys happen to live in Florida, if you know anyone who lives in Florida, let me know down in the comment section down below, and let me know if you would ever consider moving to Florida. Let me know what you guys think about that. Does moving to Florida now sound like a good idea to you? Just drop me a quick comment. Let me know what you think on that. I know a lot of retirees generally look at Florida as like a wonderful vacation state. It's the vacation state of retirees, but I don't know. If you're a retiree who lives primarily off of Social Security, I think living in Florida or moving to Florida right now would be very, very difficult to do financially. Now, while tourists seem undeterred by these high costs, residents are definitely grappling with the financial strains, prompting a lot of people to seek refuge elsewhere. There's a lot of Florida residents that are just moving out. I know there's no state income tax, and that's a huge plus, but what good is no Florida state income tax when all these other expenses are growing up around you? It almost kind of negates the benefit of not having a Florida state income tax. Anyway, if you disagree, let me know. That's cool too. We can still be friends. By the way, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel for more news and updates like this. Yeah, if you like to be informed about issues that affect us, definitely subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to get your free home warranty quote. It literally takes about 10 seconds. And you can have all sorts of very expensive things protected in your home, so you don't have to worry about it. My mom literally is getting her water heater replaced. Hopefully she got her, I think she's supposed to get it replaced today. I didn't hear from her, so I don't know if she got that done yet, but hopefully everything worked out and she's good to go. Anyway, thanks to the whole warranty, she didn't have to worry about that very much. But there are suspicions about potential ulterior motives behind the premium hikes with the insurance policies. Some of these are possibly aimed at making the state of Florida less appealing for residents and more lucrative for tourists. Can you believe that? Can you believe that this is a suspicion? That some people believe that the reason why some of these insurance premium hikes are taking place is because they want to make the state less appealing for residents to live in and more lucrative for tourists. Now, I don't know if you guys agree with that, but this is what is being said. Now, this ongoing battle with hurricanes, it only adds to the complexity of the situation, raising concerns about the state's economic stability in the face of a catastrophic event. So, even if you can afford to live in the state of Florida, maybe Mother Nature doesn't want us to live there anymore just because of how dangerous it's been with category 4 and 5 hurricanes lately. But drop me some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on that, right? I'd love to hear from you guys. But ultimately, the health concerns that we're dealing with, the insurance challenges, the housing market related expenses and whatnot, the environmental risks, all of these things demand our attention. But by staying informed, sharing vital information, and adopting proactive measures, I'm very confident that we can definitely successfully navigate these treacherous times. So if you guys appreciate the updates, definitely hit the like for the video. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. You guys be safe. Take care.